You wanna go to the beach today?
I think it might be raining.
Why don't you just check?
The cards, you're so right. Let me get on Keen.
I meant the weather app. We probably won't make it to the beach now. Anytime she's on the phone with Mystic Megan, she never stops talking.
Thank you so much to Keen for sponsoring this video. For those who don't know, I work with Keen a lot. It is your database for 24-hour support from psychics, mediums, tarot card readers, whatever it is that you need. There's all these advisors on there who are there to give you advice about love, career, relationships, life advice, whatever it is that you need. If you go to trykeen.com/Leeor, you get your first 10 minutes for $1.99, and that page takes you to a list of psychics that I work with myself. I recorded 6 videos today. This is the 7th one. This one is for YouTube finally. The other ones were for Lightwork version 2.0, link in the description. And I got my matcha here and I'm ready to talk to you guys about intuitive decision making. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. I have matcha on my lips. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, aliens, and so much more. And I have a lot of really exciting things coming up for the channel, so super inspired, ready to go. Today, I want to talk to you guys about intuitive decision making. I asked you guys for some video ideas for video requests on Instagram and I got really good ones, but when I saw intuitive decision making, I'm like, that's the one that I need to do, and I chose it intuitively, and here we are. So there are a few things that I want you to know before we get into the video about intuitive decision making. The first one is that you need to know that you will become better at listening to your intuition, listening to that inner guidance and that connection with your higher self with time. Every decision you make will make you closer and a better decision maker. I remember, pre-awakening in the days where I just couldn't make any decision for myself. I would literally call my mom and my best friend for every decision that I had to make, whether it be to answer a guy or not, or to order a sandwich for lunch or a salad. I couldn't decide on my own. I reconnected with myself in the ways that I'm about to teach you guys in this video. But honestly, the most simple way was just consistency, consistently making my own decisions. In that sense, you're also taking responsibility. I think that the reason that we don't listen to our intuition, other than fear, which is going to be another big topic in this video, is because we don't want to take responsibility. If somebody else made a decision for us, we can internally blame them rather than ourselves or our connection with ourselves, our higher selves in the universe. But that's just a cop-out. We have to take personal responsibility back, take our power back into our own hands, first, through making decisions and re-establishing that connection with ourselves so that we can make the best decisions. Making good decisions is not difficult. Really, the process that's a little bit difficult is really no longer listening to the egoic, fearful thoughts that run through the mind and that stop us from listening to the intuition. That's kind of the difficult part. Our inner guidance system is connected to our emotions, which are connected to our higher self, connected to the godliness of the universe, connected to everything that is divine, source, all that. We can literally make decisions that are connected to source energy. And we should be, and you can be, and you will be once you start to implement this. Our higher self is the most conscious aspect of ourselves. It is the part of us that is not limited by anything physical, that's not limited by the illusion of separation, of individuality, and of any type of blockages. Our higher self has no limitations. So when we connect to that aspect of ourselves, our decisions are always going to be perfectly made by us. Fear is the #1 blockage to intuition. The truth is that we usually can listen to our intuition. Our intuition is very clear. Though it whispers rather than screams at us like the ego does, those whispers are so much more powerful. We know that they're there and they're always there. It's not that we can't hear them, it's that we're not paying attention to them. So we have this guidance, we have this intuition, and what stops us from really listening to it is the fear. Fear that comes from not trusting ourselves, not trusting our connection with our higher self and with the universe. fear that comes from a belief in scarcity. Whenever we get this very strong intuition to have to do something, to make a decision, and then a fearful thought comes in and says, well, what if nobody else will love you like this? Or what if there's nobody out there for you? Or what if you're never gonna get another job? What if you are going to be out on the streets because you make this decision? What if you're gonna miss out if you cut this person out of your life, or if you don't take this opportunity? Those thoughts are fearful thoughts. The origin of fearful thoughts is our ego. Now remember, if I've made many videos on the ego, and if you want to watch some of them, I'll link them below. If you're making decisions from your ego, you're making decisions from your primal aspect of you that is desperate for survival. It doesn't want to thrive. It doesn't want to make great decisions. It doesn't want to live life to the best of your ability. It simply wants to survive at an irrational level. Remember, our ego is what kept us alive for thousands of years when we lived in dangerous situations. Our ego often protects us these days from dangerous situations as well. However, we are much more safe these days, and we have the ability and the opportunity to listen to our intuition, which is that connection with our higher self and living our life the way that we're meant to live it, rather than in fear. I recently had a life-changing decision to make. I knew what the answer was. I knew what I wanted. I really, really did, but I felt like I didn't. I felt like I needed the answer from everyone around me. So I went to psychics, to tarot card readers. I went to my family, to my friends, to everyone in my life. I went to them and told them my situation and asked for an answer. And I was hoping my intuition would kick in. But the truth is, my intuition was there the entire time, but I wasn't listening to it because the fearful thoughts were drowning it out. And the fearful thoughts of the ego were literally scarcity, lack of, what if I'm missing out on this? It's all thoughts that come from fear. Well, I finally womaned up and I made that decision and I did what scared me. Despite those fearful thoughts, I listened to my intuition. I heard that soft whisper guiding me lovingly. Remember that your intuition is always going to be loving guidance. I listened to it and I made the decision, no matter how much it scared me. And you guys, it scared the life out of me. It was such a scary decision to make, but I did it. And I can't explain to you how much better my life has been since. It was the best decision I could have ever made for myself, and I always knew that it was the right decision, but I didn't do it for months and months and months because I was afraid. Because the fear and the ego drowns out the intuition. When the fear comes up, that's honestly priceless. Because when the fear comes up, that's when you can be like, oh, I'm afraid of something. That means my ego is getting in the way of my intuition. Let me calm down my ego. Let me say to my ego, thank you so much for watching out for me, but it's time for me to step in. I'll handle it from here. I'll protect us. Quiet down. Let me hear my higher self. And then you sit with yourself without distractions. And you know what you truly want and what needs to happen. And you don't let the fear drown out that decision, and you do it. You do it even if it's the scariest thing you've ever had to do. And you'll find that when you listen to that soft voice, rather than that screaming, desperate, pathetic voice, no offense, ego, I love you. Thank you for trying to protect me. That's when you make the right decision again and again and again. So our intuition is always there, but we do have to reconnect to it. And there are very simple ways to do that. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, it starts with making decision after decision after decision. And as silly as it sounds, I started with deciding for myself what to eat. I started without asking when a guy would text me, back in the day, and I was excited about it and didn't know what to answer. Rather than asking my friends what to say, I was myself. I let myself start talking. And listen, in the beginning, it's hard to hear that intuition, but you're making the decisions for yourself. And now, all these years later that I have listened to myself, not taking other people's advice unless it was something that there was an expert, or I look at my mom for advice, because our elders do know a lot. They've experienced more than we have. But because I make my own decisions so much, and because I stopped asking other people to solve things for me, and because I took responsibility, now I'm the person that everybody comes to find out what to say, when my friends need to text a guy, when somebody needs help writing an email to their boss or asking for more money or asking whatever it is, they always come to me. And that's because I can listen to my intuition. Of course, I always start with, listen, you can do this yourself. You have the answer within you, but you gotta help people. You gotta help your friends. And when you are really connected with your higher self and with your intuition, you usually know what's right and what's the best course of action. So I started with making the decisions for myself. I started with putting myself out there, my true self, expressing myself, and not asking anybody to type up anything for me. And of course, this can be replicated in any other situation in life, right? In deciding what career move to make. I trusted my intuition by quitting my job, my really comfortable job that paid really well, and going full-time on YouTube. Thank goodness I decided to listen to my intuition. Thank goodness my intuition was pretty much developed by then. It's still being developed, but it was developed really well by then, because I get to live my life the way that I live it now because of that decision. So start making decisions for yourself. Start with something as small as what to wear in the morning, what to buy, what to eat, who to call, where to go, whether you want to stay home or go out, you decide. So make your own decisions, big and small. Another thing that will really enhance your intuition is to stop looking for answers outside of yourself. Now, at the beginning of this video, you guys saw I had a King sponsorship. I find that now that my intuition is developed, I have a much easier time discerning between fraudulent psychics and people with actual gifts. If my intuition wasn't developed, I would be led astray by anybody pretending that they have some sort of gift. I think that once your intuition is developed and you can make decisions on your own, then it's totally fine to go and seek advice from other people, because that way your consciousness is expanded, you're given more choices, and then you use your intuition. Do I agree with what this person is telling me or not? However, if you are just in the beginning stages of developing your intuition, the last thing you should be doing is getting advice from other people. The advice has to come from you. And I know this is silly because I'm offering you advice, but this is really how this works. You can sit there now today and make the decision. This is how your journey starts. Will you take my advice or not? Make a decision about this video. Does it resonate with your higher self or with your ego? Does it scare you or does it empower you? You choose. Lastly, I want to say, reduce distractions. Spend more time off the phone, away from the TV, away from the shows, even away from books. Just be with yourself, away from other people. This is best done in meditation, of course, but it doesn't necessarily need to be done in meditation. It can also be done in moving meditation. If you like to play piano or do yoga or work out, whatever it is, focus solely on that task and be with yourself. When you quiet the mind, that's when your higher self can raise the volume and you can hear it better and your intuition develops. I also really recommend a stream of consciousness journal system. What I do is 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, just journal, write out everything that's on my mind, because it's a way to empty the mind. That also makes my higher self, turns up the volume on my higher self. So that's it for today's video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope you enjoyed mine and Aaron's skit in the beginning, because it was so fun to make him do that. I love Keen, you guys. Like I said, I think that if your intuition is developed, you have the ability to discern and to decide for yourself if you want somebody else's advice and somebody else's assistance. And on my journey, I've gotten so much help from psychics and tarot card readers and advisors, but I was able to discern for myself if the person is legit or not, what I want to take from them. Sometimes I'll only take some things they said, and some things I'll be like, no, I did not resonate with that. And that is you strengthening your intuition. Make decisions that scare you. Practice that muscle. Your intuition is just like a muscle. Just like you work out in the gym to build up these muscles, you build up your intuition. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Check out Keen in the description below. And until my next video, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.